Well, we're loaded up with another load of stuff to go over to the auction. You might be wondering, why is the 900 on the lowboy? Well, Jared ended up switching the tires over on the Mack, and he didn't want to run them on the road. So we're gonna get on our way. It's the 4th of July. We're thinking today's the best day to take this stuff over there, being that there won't be too much traffic on the road here this morning, because everybody was drinking last night, right? Won't be much traffic this morning, huh? So, well, we're gonna take the pickup over as well, because I've got to stop over to A.N. Martin's. I've got to get a bearing for that auger. I've got to get a couple of other things, and I figured it would be wise just to either follow him over or run in front of him. Well, we are just about to the auction lot here. It's a real nice day to bring this stuff out here. We've seen minimal traffic. We're not overly wide. We're 15 foot wide and some change here. That grain drill probably should have been put on the trailer the other way, but it just makes for a pain in the butt to load and unload. And if it was hooked behind a tractor, it would be that wide. So we'll go in here and we'll get unloaded, and then we've got to run over to A.N. Martin's and get some parts for that auger. Well, we've got everything unloaded. They don't really have much more stuff here than what there was the other day, so we'll have to do a drive around here maybe the next time we come over. Well, we have made it back here, and I have a bearing to go ahead and throw on the end of this. However, being that this shaft is smaller, our holes aren't going to line up. So what we'll do is we will just drill some new holes in there. Well, I shouldn't say that. Maybe this hole lines up there and there. So we're going to get some anti-seize on there, try to match that up. If it doesn't go into place with those other holes, we'll just drill some new ones in it. No big deal. Well, that'll do it for this job. We've got the bearing on there. I could choose to run maybe a piece of duct tape or something down the side of this, but it's overlapped far enough that it's gonna be somewhat hard for any dust to make its way out of there. We like to kind of keep it open, and that way you can reach down in the auger if you have to, or you can get it sealed back up there. So just turn it on quick, let it run for a hot second. Better close up my clasp here. I had that open so that I could turn the auger a little bit in order to get that one bolt, and the floating was in the way. So we're gonna hook onto that other auger now, bring that down to the shop, and I think I'm gonna take that over to the auction. I thought about it long and hard here, and it isn't anything that we're gonna need around here. So we might as well go ahead and run it over to the auction as well. The boys are loading up the 7-bottom plow now, the Wilrich plow that is, and we'll get that over there, and then we can concentrate on doing hay tomorrow. Well, we're headed out with our next load. I've got the auger hooked up. I have decided just to run that through the auction. I don't know as if we'll ever use it, and it'll make somebody a nice little auger to use. They managed to get the 7-bottom plow on the trailer, so that makes 4 plows that we have out to this auction. This is a 7-bottom Wilrich trailer plow. We originally bought this plow as a 6-bottom plow, and we bought a add-on bottom here, and we added it onto the 5-bottom semi-mount that we took to the auction this morning. Plowed with it on the 4450. It was too much plow for the 4620. I ended up breaking the frame in the middle. We figured there was too much spread on the frame. Maybe I can get an engineer or two to jump on that theory or that topic, and they can explain to me that my thinking is wrong. So anyways, we took that extra bottom off, put it on this 6-bottom. Well, actually this is a 5-bottom plow with 2 add-ons on there. But when we bought it, it was a 6-bottom. We added the 7th bottom on there to make it a 7-bottom. And then we were able to use that 5-bottom on the 4620, and it added some life to the rest of the plow because it never broke again. So we'll run this out there, get it unloaded, and we also have a pile of Wilrich parts. We ended up putting this tail wheel assembly on there. Boy, it's not that, I don't think we used it a year. But these are all the parts that we have. I don't know if I covered this stuff in one of the last videos or not, but we've got new frogs, used frogs, and a pile of plowshares or plow points. I don't know how many to be exact. We've got a pile of these Terrorizer shins. These shins here will last like 3 times as long as a standard shim, or shin. And we have a pile of springs. So for a while there we were breaking springs, and you can see that we've got most of these springs replaced. The original springs are white, and then the newer model spring is gray on these Wilrich plows. So we might as well go ahead and get out there, right? Yeah. Nice day for hauling machinery. No traffic. We had like, what did we see? About 6 cars this morning. I think every car we seen I have on video. So, well, we'll go ahead and get out there and get unloaded. They're working on the 4th of July, so that makes for a nice day to get this stuff out there. We made it out here today with another load. You know the drill. We'll go in and get this one unloaded, and then we'll get headed back to the farm. This will make plow number 4. Well, we'll make a quick drive through here anyways, because it'll be a while before we are back over here again. Want to bring that telehandler over too. But we seen this stuff, a lot of this stuff was already here in the last video. Got the grain drill of ours hooked to that 7220. And Jared brought the Husky spreader over here. Oh, he brought that over here Saturday morning, I believe it was. I don't know where they put the drags at. Oh, there's the drags right over there. That's right. I did see them here the other day. Oh, basically all that stuff there was already here. Got a disc ripper. Most of the discs are missing. There's our Caverlin plow. 918 grain head. Looks like a manure pump of some kind, or a generator. Probably a generator. And then our spreader. So we'll go ahead and get back to the farm here. Well, we're headed back to the farm. We ended up picking up our man lift on the way home here on the old backhaul. My uncle was using this for a couple of projects here. He had a eaves trough or something that came off of one of his barns. And he had a couple other things that he ended up using it for. Tim brought it out here a couple weeks ago, and I figured we'd grab it on our way back to the farm. So we'll be there in another 20 minutes or so. Maybe we'll do a little walk around of the freestyle addition that they're working on. They've got all the rafters up, and they started putting some tin up here today, and I figure we better get this lift back. They might want this to work on the barn addition. So we'll be back to the farm here in a little while. I'll go ahead and throw the drone up in the air, and we'll close out this video with some drone footage of the new barn addition. Well, as you can see, we have the lift unloaded, and I thought I would just throw the drone up in the air to kind of give you a little bit of a visualization as to what this barn addition looks like at this point. On the other side of the lift, we have a pile of waters that were dropped off here the other day. It's the same kind of water that we have throughout all of our barns. They're made by Bullman. When we last showed any of this barn addition, all that they had in was the posts, and they had some concrete work done for the manure storage. They put the rafters up here the other day, and they just started to put the tin on today, and they've got just this one short little section left here to do. There's it's about 50 feet or so. And I know I got some questions in the last video. You know, how long is this barn going to be? It's going to be just right around 950 or 60 feet. I did step off with the drone here to kind of measure it, and that's about what I came up with here. I forget these different sections, how long it actually is here, but we'll just kind of fly the whole roof line here, and it'll give you an idea of how long this building is. We do plan on someday maybe adding on to it again. And I also got some questions, you know, why do you guys keep adding on to your barns? Well, this costs a lot of money to build these barns, and we've kind of built them as we needed them. Now this barn will give us a couple hundred extra stalls. It will give us the ability in the future to milk a few more cows, and it'll also give us a little more space for the cows that we already have. We do not plan on buying any cows. We're just gonna keep going with growing how we have grown for the past 30 years. So we'll just kind of fly over the roof here. Now, we did add on to this barn here a couple of years ago, and there's some reasons as to why this roof pitch is a little different, and we'll get into that in the future. We're actually right over the top of the addition here now, and then I'll move over a little bit, and this will give you an idea of what the outside manure storage looks like as well. We've got some distance between the end of the barn here and the road, so if we choose to, we can add on to this barn again. I know, probably gonna get some questions. Why don't you just add on to it now? We don't need it right now, and we can't do a full-on expansion all at once here. So we're just kind of building these additions as we go up in cow numbers. So that'll give you an idea as to why we've done what we've done here for the past 20 or so years. So that is going to do it for this video. I want to thank everybody for watching, and we'll catch you at the next one. We're going to be chopping second cutting hay here tomorrow, and this will probably be the last time I'll be able to throw the drone up for a few days anyways, but there's not really much more to see than what you're seeing now. They'll get the trim buttoned up, and they'll get the all the siding on. Then they've got the curtains to do, the end walls. They've got a bunch of tin on this trailer here for the ceiling and whatever, and we'll just kind of show you the steps as they go along. So thanks again for watching, and we will catch you at the next one.